dear friends, welcome back again. So happy you popped over again to see what I am up to today. For everyone who is new here, welcome. My name is Janny and I hope you enjoy what you see. And if you do, I hope you take a little bit of inspiration with you. For everyone here who is not subscribed to my channel, of course, I hope you will click the red subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and of course, hit the bell so you will be notified every time I upload new DIYs. Like I always say, enough talking and let's jump into today's inspiration.
You see already, I have my things on my table, so it is time for a new DIY. We are going to get, of course, our tumbling tile blocks, the smaller blocks. We have some paint and I'm going to do one of the last DIYs for, of course, the 4th of July, because I'm a Christmas channel and I'm going to slowly go into the Christmas season. I know it's early for a lot of people. Then I will do one Christmas DIY, but you also can use it for your everyday decor. So don't worry, everyone who doesn't like Christmas, you still are here at the right place because you can change it up any way you like. Of course, I have my white, red and blue, and of course my container with everything I need, my wood glue. You can use some hot glue, but be careful, like I always say, that it doesn't fall apart. My brushes, markers, scissors, everything I need. And for this DIY, I use a silhouette of a t-shirt. So we are going to see what we're going to do with that. We are going to make, of course, a little bit of a unique stand. So we'll see how this will turn out. So I'm going to first start the first side of the t-shirt, and then I'm going to do the back side because we're going to make two. We're going to start with 6 blocks. So this way, and we're going to roll them together, very easy, on the longest side. And number 4, and number 5, and number 6 is of course the closure up. We're going to squeeze it, and we're going to get another one of 6, and another one of 6. Oh, it's already a little bit too much. 4, 5, 6. I was counting wrong. I'm so sorry. This is already 1, number 2, 3, 4, and number 5, and the last, because I try to use as less blocks as I can, because no one is wanted to use too many blocks and then later when you cut it out you throw pieces away. That's not what we want. We want to do it as, yeah, and now I don't know how you call it. Here we call it efficient. I don't know how you call it in English. Efficient. I think it looks almost the same, but I'm probably totally wrong. But don't mind me with my English. So you see already 3 pieces of 6 for the first front side. And we're going to give this a couple of minutes drying. So we gave it a couple of minutes. We're going to place them on the side. We do on the top side, we are going to do some glue. We do the same over here and here, and then we're going to place them together. So if we do it within a couple of minutes, then we can easily work away our open gaps, because we don't like open gaps. So we have to make sure that we have a nice straight line over here, especially the side, because there is still a piece coming on the top for the top side of the shirt. So make sure that you have one side at least totally straight. Go over it like this, and then we're going to place this aside and let it dry in, and we're going to do the top side of the shirt. So now I have the top part of the front side of the shirt on the table. This is 8 pieces, this is 8, this is 8, and this is 8. So you need 4 pieces of 8. So we're going to do the same like we did with the other one. We're just going to roll them together on the longest side, because the top side of the shirt is always a little bit wider than the underside. And why should we use too many blocks if we don't have to? I don't know if it is a good idea, but we will see. See that in a moment, if it was a wise decision or not. So again, we're going to do number 2 already. And then I'm going to do the other 2 a little bit faster, because or else it takes much too long of your time. we're going to place one on the side, the second and the third on the side, and we do the top side again with some glue over here. And we also do this again in a couple of minutes. We just leave it now, maybe 5 minutes, and then try to place them carefully on the side, place them down, and even when they break, it doesn't matter, just place it together again. Mine breaks all the time, so it doesn't matter. You just fill it in, and this way, and over here, and just make a nice long blank out of it. So again, make sure that you have one side really straight, because the other part needs to glue on the underside over here in the middle. So make sure that one of the sides is even straight. Again, squeeze it, and we're going to wipe away the glue, and this way. And now we're going to get the other part we already made. We're going to place this up, and we're going to place this exactly in the middle and make one piece out of it. And this needs to dry in for a couple of hours before we can get our jigsaw and just saw it out. So again, I'm going to squeeze it this way, and we're going to wipe away the glue. And now we already have one front of our t-shirt is already finished, and I'm going to make the second one now. So we're going to do the second part much faster. I'm going to get my 3 pieces of 6. I'm going to glue them together until one piece. So we made our 3 pieces of 6, they are drying over here already. We have now our 4 pieces of 8, the same like we did with the front side. Of course, I do this also faster. So now we have our 2 pieces again, and we do the same over here. We look which one is the straightest, and this one is very straight. This one I think is even more smoother, so we're going to go for this side. And we're going to go some glue, and we're going to place it exactly in the middle, the same like we did with the front side of the shirt. So again, squeezes, and we're going to give this also a couple of hours drying. But in the meantime, we're going to make the stand. So before we're going to make the stand of our shirt, we're going to first cut out our shirt in totally. And then I'm going to look for if I need the whole length over here, or maybe I do it a little shorter. So we will see, but first I'm going to cut the silhouette out. Of course, in this shirt they also give you the neckline, but I'm going to do the neckline normally would go over here, because this is the front side. I'm going to cut out the whole piece, this one, but you can do anything you like. Maybe you can do longer sleeves, and you can even make it this way. You can go as crazy as you like. I'm just going to give you the base, so I'm going to do the neckline just very simple. I'm just going to cut out this opening. So you see, this is my opening. So now I have my shirt. The length of my shirt from the top until here is, of course, in centimeters it is 25.5 centimeters. In inches it is, I have to look for, it is 10 inches long. And of course in centimeters 25.5. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to get my ruler. I'm going to get my pencil. And I'm going to get my ruler on top of here, and I could do the widest of my ruler. I'm going to cut off, because for me he's a little bit too long. So I'm going to go for this size over here, and I'm going to cut this also off, of course, because I don't want to have it too long. I think the shape is not really nice if you have it too long, because we want to make kind of an organizer, a planter. You can use it for more purposes. So I'm going to go for this size. So now it's a little bit more kind like a shirt. What I'm going to do, because I'm going to make the stand where he can stand on, over here, I have to decide how much space I need in between both of the shirts, the back side and the front side. So I'm going to go for maybe 3 blocks wide, so you can still do some planters inside, or maybe some if you use it in a kitchen, you can place some cupcakes on top of here later. I'm going to make it for the 4th of July, but you can make it with some cupcakes on front. You can maybe some lemons, and you can do some lemon branches inside. You can go as crazy as you like. So I'm going to go for 3 wide. So I'm going to go for this. So we will have to look for if it looks nice. So I have to debate. So I measured out if I keep this length of my shirt. Of course, I'm going to need 6 blocks for the bottom. And I'm not going to place them this way. I'm going to place them this way. So I'm going to go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will be the bottom, which will be in between of both of the shirt sides. And then I hope I measured right. But that's the greatest. I can make the mistake. You easily can just make it, because I already did the mistakes for you. And for everyone who is looking at me and thinks, why does he doesn't use a metal square or hook? Because I have one, but I never use it. But be free, if you like to use it, it's totally fine. Diane also has one, but also is not using it. 3, 4, 5 and 6. We need 2 pieces of 6. So you have 1 of 7 and 2 of 6. Again, we're going to glue them together, and then we're going to let them dry in a couple of minutes. I think a little bit more than 5. I would go for 15 to be sure that everything is sticking nicely before we're going to make the middle piece. And number 4 and number 5, the last. And again, squeeze it this way. And this is great about this one. And you can also use this shirt for the Christmas. Make something for a snowman on the front of your shirt. Over here, just make a snowman over here. And you can use it for the Christmas season. So this is versatile. You can use it for any season. So I'm going to wipe away the glue over here also. And we're going to give it a couple of minutes rest, of at least a couple of minutes. We're going to lay it apart. And then we're going to go and sew our shirt out. So now we're going to do our bottom and our in-betweens on the side and let it dry. We're going to get our shirt, at least with supposed to be a shirt. We're going to get our shirt itself, and we're going to find a way to make the best out of our shirt. So we're going to go for this. We have to go a little over here, and I'm going to get my pencil, very easy. And I'm just take my time and just go over it where I want to use my jigsaw and sew it out. So I take my time for both of the pieces. So you see already, I did both of them. I did the print of my shirt on it, but I'm debating if I do the back side maybe straight over here and only the front this way, because normally with a t-shirt you also have on the back side is a little bit higher. So I don't know if I want to use it, that you can use it both ways, or maybe I'm going to go for this side. I'm really still, I don't know. But you can choose, of course, for your own. But you will see in a moment if I leave it on or if I did cut it out. And here you see our 2 t-shirts, and of course I did my best. Probably there are people who can do it much better, but I show you the real the real world, because it's not always is perfect. You see here I did cut off a little piece, but with the paint we will work this away. So what we're going to do, we are going to place this to a side. And of course we have already the in-betweens, the bottom and the in-betweens we place aside for painting already, but we need a stand. What we're going to do, we're going to make, of course, always an easy stand. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 blocks this way, and of course again another one, 11 blocks, and then we already almost have the first part of our stand where he can easily stand on, because I want to have it that it is fitting really steady, because we don't want, if you do it something heavy inside, that it falls apart. So we go for this piece, we're going to roll both of them together, and so we get a steady under piece for our t-shirt over here. And the last, and number 11, of course I will do this one a little faster. So we're going to place one, and you see already this one is already loose, but it doesn't matter, we're just going to place it together. We do some glue on the top side, and that's what I told you, it's not always going, everything is perfect, but you can easily place it together again. Make sure that you have a nice straight line, make everything fitting until one piece, be sure, and squeeze it, and now you can easily glue everything together. And there's no I always say there's no reason for panic, because there is no wood glue is always very forgiving. You can easily place it again. And now we're going to let this dry. What we're going to do, we're going to do 4 pieces over here, and this is 4, and double up with 2, and we're going to do the tops, because we need a little bit of a high-end look on the underside. We don't want that it's only just a plank, so we want to give it a little bit of a nicer look on the bottom. Place this one together, we do the tops over here, and place this one, and number 4, and this is number 2. So we need 2 pieces of 4 and 2 pieces of 2. So how easy do you want to have it? And it gives, in a moment you see, it gives a nice high-end look. But everyone who is here already for a long time, I don't tell nothing new, because they already know how to make everything. So, and we're going to let this dry in for a couple of minutes. So I was measuring out my bottom, but I don't need 11 blocks, I need 12. So I'm going to do very easy, 1 block extra on the side, do some glue on the side, on the top, place it over here, and we do here, and we only do 1 glue on the side, and you already have the 12 pieces you need. Squeeze it, and this is fitting much better on the underside we just made. So, and we're going to give it a couple of minutes rest again. So in the meantime, we're going to make our frame. It's very easy. I'm doing some glue over here and a little over here. I'm going to place it this way. Make sure that you squeeze it. We're going to squeeze this one over here. And now we only need, because you see already he's fitting nicely in here, we do some glue on this side and on the inside. And if you place it then in each other, everything is fitting nicely. And now we only need to work a little bit with it, so give it a nice look. So take your time for it to make it very nice fitting. Because I always say, if you do it a little bit slower, the ending always looks a little better than you do it in a rush. So we're going to let this dry in. So what we're going to do now some glue on the lining on the inside. So a little glue over here, and we go over here and over here. Of course, I just look like a drunken sailor with my glue. I am going to place this one on top, of course, in the middle, and you see now we get a nice high-end look for our t-shirt. So we're going to give this a couple of minutes rest, and then we're going to paint all the pieces. So if everything is correctly, you have 2 of your t-shirts, you have 1 bottom to place it on, you have 2 pieces of 6 and 1 of 7 to place the inside. What we're going to do, because I do my t-shirt in the blue color, I'm going to make already the in-betweens already inside. Do you want to have a different color? Then I recommend first paint it and then glue it together. But first I'm going to place this aside over here, and I'm going to place my t-shirt over here. I have one of it. I'm going to look for which one I want to have on the outside. I have to look. This one is fitting very nicely. So I'm going to place this one down, this one over here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get the piece of 7. No. This is throwing for beginners, but you see, I'm going to do some glue over here. I'm going to place it on the underside. Very easy. Make sure, feel with your fingers. And if everything is correctly, it fits perfectly. So we're going to place this one on top. So we don't do it this way, and we just place it this way. So you do some glue over here on this side and on the underside, because we want to have it. I place this one over here. I'm going to do it this way. Place this one over here. Make sure that you are having it fitting nicely. And we do here the same. Some on the underside and on this side. And we place it over here. And we make sure that we get it in a straight line as best as we can. And if it sticks, then try to let it come in a little bit more, because you don't want that the middle piece is coming out. So feel with your fingers, make sure that you have it this way and over here this way. Give it a little moment of a rest and then press on top of it. So you be sure that everything sticks together. We give it a couple of minutes, then we do some glue over here and we place the other one on top. You see already I'm a little bit playing with some loose blocks, because if you're going to leave this out and you place this on top, then you have a really big opening if you want to have some greenery or maybe other things in between. I'm not sure if I'm going to place this block, so you can also place some greenery stick from the top out and a little bit on the side. So I'm really debating if I'm going to do this and this, or if I leave it open, because now you can stick something on the sides, you can stick something on the top, because if you close it, you see already over here, then you get, I hope I can show it to you a little better, see. And or else you get a really big opening, and now you can choose if you want to have it really open or not open. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, but or maybe I can also do one, that I do only one over here and one over here. That's also an option, that I can stick it this way, but I also can do it on this side. Maybe I do one. So I'm going to get my wood glue. I'm just do one of them. And I'm going to place it over here. And I'm going to do here the same. Do some glue. And I'm going to place them over here. Make sure that you are in the inside of the other side. See, you see already they are a little bit on the inside. I didn't place them out, but on the inside. So I'm going to give this also a couple of minutes drying, and then I'm going to do some glue here, here and here, and then I'm going to place my top over here. So now I'm going to do some glue over here, a little, over here, and we do over here, and over here. And we're going to wipe it out a little bit to the inside. So you see, this way you can easily do it with the top of your glue. So not everything is coming on the outside. So you see, very easy, but you want to that it sticks. So now it's easy. We're going to place it this way so I can see it a little better from the back side, and I'm going to place it on top. I'm going to let it fall down, and I'm going to give it some pressure. I'm going to do some paint can on top to be sure that everything is sticking nicely. So you see, I have already a little while my paint can on top, and of course I have my bottom. If everything is correctly, you have the same pieces. What I'm going to do, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to do my shirt in the blue color. This is why I did glued it together already. And I am going to do the underside. I'm going to do, I think, in white or red. So I'm still debating. So, but we're going to paint right now. So I chose for the bottom a red. I did some letters, my wooden letters, you know them already a long time. But you can use some sticker letters, you can use some, maybe some Scrabble letters. You can use any letters. I'm going to use the word USA and I'm going to use a wooden heart. You can also make a heart from a piece of cardboard, so you don't have to use, I was lucky that I found these pieces. So, but I'm going to paint two of them in the red color, also this in the red color, and the letters I will do in the white color. And of course the shirt in the blue, you already know. So I'm going to paint and I'll do it a little faster. So I have all my pieces painted, the red, the blue, and of course the hearts, and of course the letters. I'm going to glue them on the front, and I'm going to glue my t-shirt on top of here, and then he is finished. But you see in a moment the quick impression. And here you see finally a quick impression of my Tumbling tile block 4th of July t-shirt. And I'm so happy how it turned out. You can use it like I did for a planter, but you can decorate it the front for any season. So go ahead, use your imagination and make it your own. Of course, if you are here and you only love to watch, I hope you had fun watching again. For everyone who is new here, welcome. Of course, I hope you enjoy what you saw. And if you do, I hope you will click the red subscribe button, give me a thumbs up and hit the bell, so you will be notified every time I upload new DIYs. For more DIYs, come on over to my description box. There you find the link for our DIY channels. Of course, everyone have an amazing day and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.